She's got her gold on the line against that young lady, Simone Valentina.
Simone putting her best foot forward, all smiles. But you know those butterflies got to be stirring in the tummy of the very beautiful challenger.
Point there, Brent. Like you said, this is the first time that she is actually out there all by her lonesome. Before it was Team Spriggs,
right,
along with like the hype and Jeff Gaines. Then it was all natural,
right.
But now she's on her own. She's facing that woman, the greatest damn woman, and our MCW Women's Champion.
Take it up to Pat Anthony for the introduction. Or not.
He'll get to it on his time.
The timepiece. And what I mean by that is she is clockwork, baby. She is dependable. You can set your watch to her performances. I mean, she is the cornerstone. There was a guy named Romeo Valentino back in the day here in MCW. He called himself the cornerstone. But it was almost in a egotistic, braggadocious way.
I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, there's always talk about pillars in professional wrestling, who's on the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at the Mount Rushmore of MCW, you almost have to put Gia Scott up there.
Who can argue it? I mean, 5 MCW women's title reigns?
7.
I was too shocked. Like, come on. 7 women title reigns, and you see the collar and elbow tie-up. She's wrestled everybody, every female in the game.
Even some of the men. And
held her damn own. I have no doubt, as you see the headlock takeover there by Gia Scott. Official right in position. This young man, hold on, shoulders down. Conversation with him earlier about officiating and how important the law of the land is. And
especially for a championship match.
Absolutely. He's a very hungry young man. He's going to call it right down the middle.
Well, I mean, you talk about calling it down the middle. Well, Simone Valentina, shoulder tackle from Gia. I mean, as we said, Simone, she's swimming in different waters now.
Yeah, she's used to kind of being underhanded, right? But that smile, wow, Simone, that smile as you see the puzzled look of Gia Scott.
Well, that's the thing. Gia's facing a different Simone. Simone, I mean, as we've seen in the past, she's taken the shortcut. She's done what she needs to do to try to pick up victories. But as I mentioned, she said that she has a change of heart. Turned over a new leaf. Let's see if it leads to her carrying out that MCW Women's Championship here tonight.
And Simone does, wow, another clothesline. Simone looks good with a smile on her face. I've never seen her happy. So, good on her, right?
Yeah, exactly. Before maybe it was a little bit of timidness to her.
Oh boy. May have landed on the lumbar spine there, kidneys perhaps.
You see, I don't remember the last time I've actually seen Simone pull out a dropkick from her arsenal.
It looks like she is feeling the effects of that. She picks up Gia, has her hooked in a bulldog position.
Oh, and the actual bulldog.
Wow, look at that. I think that tailbone suffering some damage to the cover.
Yeah, but, I mean, if you saw, Gia had a little bit of a faraway look in her eyes.
I would never say Gia isn't prepared. I would never say that Gia underestimates an opponent, but I think maybe she's a little surprised at the fight she is receiving from Simone Valentina. A bit of hesitation. I think Gia was waiting to see if Simone was going to pull a defensive maneuver, but open range, that forearm shiver, and this is dangerous territory.
Yeah, well, whatever Simone does, she needs to put her best foot forward. Gia Scott, as we said, the greatest damn woman, one of the greatest damn champions, holds every record for the MCW Women's Championship.
Golly.
As we've said before, it's going to take quite a woman to be able to topple Gia Scott.
It's going to take one hell of a woman.
And we can see if Simone is that woman here tonight. Oh!
Wow. That's where those long limbs of Gia Scott come into play. Oh, man. And the Samoan drop. Fire woman's carry position. Oh, wow. Did you see how Gia Scott does not release the hold? Your leg hooked. Not a lot of mustard behind that kick out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, though. Simone got her shoulder off the mat. That's what counts.
The gears turning. Wow.
Yeah, Gia, maybe with a little bit of frustration. Maybe didn't expect this type of fight from Simone Valentina.
She's a competitor. She's enjoying it. You see the sparkle in her eyes. She feels alive. She's been waiting for this type of competition. Wow, tripping out. The heels of Simone. Well, this is what they paid to see. Look at this. Gia is lighting up like a Christmas tree. Happy, I think, to finally sweat the title, hold on cover. And again, not a lot of authority behind that kick out.
Well, that's the thing, Brent. Gia, she thrives on competition. That is what's made her one of the greatest champions that we've ever had.
Just, man, you see that arm bar? And now picking her up by the hair. The surfboard stretch. When you have the limbs of a Gia Scott, when they're that long, the Serena Williams sister-esque limbs, I mean, you can put a knee in your back of your opponent. You can surfboard stretch them, and you don't even have to
you don't
move
have to put
yourself.
you don't have to put too much effort into delivering that punishment.
The leverage comes naturally. You should just built that way. Wow, that was impressive. Oh man, jawbreaker. That was impressive. Simone was able to get out of that predicament.
Yeah, she's finding that no-quit attitude. Oh! Same thought in mind with that double clothesline, and both women are down.
The referee checking on the women. Somebody tell him now's not the time to ask for their number. But this is a title match, all jokes aside. I shouldn't say that. Because the first woman that gets to her feet is definitely going to have the competitive edge. And if we're betting on the favorite, it's got to be Gia Scott, the champ, who's going to get to her feet first.
Speaking of which, Brandon, I got to ask, nice shot from Simone, that this has been a fair contest. Are you surprised by that?
Yes.
I'm slightly surprised.
It's been fair, and it's been physical.
Yeah, not quite like this, though. Just throwing bombs at each other.
Wow.
Ooh. And Simone actually getting the upper hand on Gia.
That haymaker following. Oh, my God. The Lioness lets a war cry out.
Simone has found that fire. And just with two taking down the champ.
Goodness, I got goosebumps.
Yes, Simone's got Gia reeling. Ooh.
Bronco Buster, that was an interesting choice. I think she should have gone for something a little more decisive there.
Well, at least she's going for a cover.
Well, a lackadaisical cover. I'm not sure. Simone seems to have kind of lost the plot. She had that fire going. I think that adrenaline dump may have just depleted her energy. She's not used to having that kind of,
I was going to say, yeah, let's be honest. She has not been in this situation before.
As the MCW faithful coming alive. We're excited here. I mean, this is a hell of a match. Never did I expect to see this type of performance out of Simone Valentina.
Yes, maybe she really has turned over a new leaf and found some new fight in her.
Maybe looking for a DDT. Wow.
Well, looking for something, but Gia has other plans in mind. Diamond Buster.
That'll do it. Wow.
And the reign of Gia continues.
and the face, the energy, the posture of Gia Scott says it all. After she got that pinfall victory, Ricky, I mean, she collapsed to the champ. Gia Scott is a prideful champ. She is a quarterback in the women's locker room. She likes to raise the other women up to her level. And that's just what we witnessed here tonight, Ricky.
Absolutely. Simone Valentina brought the fight, and it looks like she has earned the champ's respect.